Good morning, it's Jane, and I wanted to show you my thrift haul from yesterday actually. I went all over the place and visited all my favorite haunts, the ones that are open, wearing my mask, and I came up with a huge load of things that I got from thrift stores. So the first one I got, I'm going to show you everything. The first one I got was this old stencil that's not even all punched out yet. It is Lettering Guide Old English Assortment. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's like on this really stiff, maybe it's a waxed cardboard piece. And I'm not going to linger on anything because I've got too much. This is a great find. I couldn't figure out what they were, but they're great for junk journaling. All these numbers, and there are some letters, and these envelopes are just full of them. I'm not going to leave them in these envelopes. I'm going to take them all out because I don't want them in the envelopes. I'm just going to put them in a jar or something. So I got all these great letters and numbers. Couldn't figure out what are these? What would they ever used for? And it finally, after I picked up this little medallion here that says Public Service Company. These go on telephone poles. Do you ever see those little metal numbers and letters on telephone poles? Well, that's what these are. They're kind of grubby, and I like that because I like a grungy journal. But yes, I love these. So I'm going to find a nice little jar to put these in. That's how I store stuff like this. And I might have some on sale. Look at my store on my website, and I'll put a link below. Some of this stuff I'm most likely going to have for sale in my brand new store that I just came up with. I'm still working on my store on my website. So that's that. And then I found these stencils, and these aren't, these are okay. They come from, can't get one here. These I got from, actually I didn't get them from Goodwill because I didn't go to Goodwill. I got them at another thrift store for 25 cents. And they just have these little things. I can use this, as stencils, and I can actually use the pieces, the actual pieces, which have designs on them. But this is cool. It would make a nice little frame for something. And like that. And these are leaves from the Creative Memories collection, and some little storage bags. So that was great. Then the books. I found books that I love for junk journaling. This one's called The Canadian Speller, and it had this inside of it. Isn't he great? Oh my God, I'm going to have to use him somewhere in my junk journals. This book was only $2, and it has little drawings in it from a previous owner. There's a little submarine, and it's just really cute. It's a cute little book. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with any of these things yet. I just couldn't pass that up. I couldn't pass this up right there. So that's one. This one is London, 1905. It's in pretty bad shape, but I don't care. I'm probably going to use this to make a junk journal. And the insides have all kinds of advertising. And I found there's little treasures in all these little books. This is a ticket for Kensington Gardens. One ticket, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it says there, but it's St. James Hyde Park in Kensington. And then there's an advertisement on the back for Wright's coal tar soap. there were other little pieces of paper in here. And what's extraordinary, I can find one. Now, I'm sure this was some sort of tourist book of London. And it has maps. I can't, there's their ticket. I can't find it. Maybe it's in the other book. Nope. Here's some maps. It has these great fold-out maps. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love this. Love this. Okay, and there's more than one. There's that one. Just turn the page. And here's some like old paper. Like, I don't know what kind of paper. Some sort of waxed paper. And another map that folds out this way. And this is London and environs. So there's London, and it shows this old map. So this was a great find. And these old advertisements. Not a whole lot of illustrations in it, but that's okay. The maps make it. And this cover, gorgeous cover, makes it. And I found this Peter Patter book, which I have one of these already, but it was in really bad shape, so it's already had been torn apart. It had been colored in and cut in and ripped, but this one is in pristine shape. I think there's a page in here that was colored with little kid colored with crayon. Does anybody know how to get crayon off of paper? If anybody knows, let me know. I'm going to try to get that. Although it feels like there's residue in there. It feels like somebody tried to erase it out. So some of it was removed. But these are gorgeous. And this is from what year? The Peter Patter book is from, I can't find it. Here it is. 1918. So this book is from 1918. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my God, I love this book. Look at this. Oh, these little animals. And I don't even care that they were colored on. It doesn't matter to me. All these gorgeous pictures. Oh my God. A big fat potato. Oh, we know how to refer that to. I shouldn't have said that. Okay. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. God. I could just sit here and go through this, but a lot. But that's a beautiful book that I don't know what I'm going to do. This one here, I already had one. It's a different version, not a different version, but a whole different book of the same collection. Nursery Friends from France. And I can't remember. The other one is, let me see if I can find the other one that I have. I have books and stuff all over the place. And my favorites, I move stuff around so many times, I never know where anything is anymore. I can't find that one. I can't find it. It's red, a red cover. And at the moment, I can't find it. It's somewhere in my favorites collection. It might be. All right, just wanted to show you I did find the other one, and this is it. Tales Told in Holland. And as you can see, it's a little more beat up than the other one I just showed you, but still a gorgeous book. But I paid, at the time, and this was probably 8 or 9 years ago, I think I paid $45 for this book. And $48. So, just wanted to show you that. But anyways, this one, oh God, it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. This is from 1925 and 1927. So the second edition was 1927. Look at this. Pristine. Beautiful. No odor. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pictures. Oh my God, this is beautiful. So I'm going to sit down and read this. And again, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I will probably sell this book. The red one that I bought that was in really bad shape, well, not really bad shape, but was in much worse shape than this one, I bought for $45. This one, I'm not even going to tell you what I paid for it because it's ridiculously beautiful. And then Mother Goose. Look at this. Isn't she gorgeous? Mother Goose. Now, somebody already went through here and was cutting up things. So, this book is in kind of bad shape, but gorgeous anyways. I think this was from 1918. Was this one from 1918? I think somewhere. Yeah, I think it says, oh yeah, what's MCMXX1X? Oh God, I don't know my Roman numerals. Well, I'll figure it out. So that one. Then this scrapbook I got. This I paid $12 for. Just the cover alone. I mean, it's really beat up, but that cover right there is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at the illustrations on there in gold and black on red. And of course it's in bad shape. There's no bad odor. And then on the inside, I got all of these, which are pretty fragile, but I'm going to figure out how to get them off the page without completely crumbling them. And I can use them in my junk journals. There's just pages of these. Look at this. Can you imagine this? This is pre-digested beef. Did people really take this? A concentrated pre-digested food containing the entire nutritive value of beef in a completely digested form, ready for immediate absorption to the system. Gross. Isn't that gross? Anyways, there's two of them. Those. And then some other cards. Full. I mean, like I said, these are in pretty bad shape, but some of the cards are going to be okay. There were old stickers in there. And this is from, there was a date somewhere. 1905, I think. Yeah, I think it's from 1905. I can't find I thought it was right on top. I thought it was right on the front somewhere. Maybe that's another one. But, yeah, I do believe this is from, like, 1895. 1895. At least that piece of paper that was in here. But I'm going to do some more research on these and find out. But it does, now that I look at them, yeah, I would say they're from the 1800s. 1880, right there. Yeah. Look at this gorgeous one. Too bad it's in really bad shape. But, you know, the little girl can be saved, and the flowers can be saved and used for a junk journal somewhere. But yes, this cover is all it right there. Okay, this is an old ledger, and I love old ledgers. I've used them in my junk journals before, but they were huge, you know, big journals. This is a small journal, and it had some ephemera in it. America Women's Club. Mrs. Nina, maybe I shouldn't say the name, but anyways. Says her name. This is 1905. So this is the one that says 1905. And there is writing in it. All through it. And she skipped a lot of pages, and in the back, there were more. Letters and all kinds of, it's great. So that was $2. They were all about $2. This is Seuss. I don't know how to say that. the person's name. Look how they made this book. This is another travel book. Look at how what they've used in the spine. They used an old piece of paper in there, doubled up, and they put that in there for a reinforcement. And look at that spine. Isn't that gorgeous? I love looking at old books. Okay, so in here, can you see the way what do you call this part of the book? The end parts of the book where they were painted. What do you call that kind of paint? Oh my God, my brain, my poor brain. Whatever it is, whatever it's called, but that painting technique was done on the edge. And these fold out to show. This is Panorama. It's in a different language. I don't know that language. So this whole thing is in a different language. But there are more maps in here. And just, oh, look at that. Somebody put a leaf in there, probably from their travels. I just saw it. I don't know where it went, but I just saw a leaf. There it is. An old fern. More maps in there. They're just maps throughout this whole thing. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. And these pull out. All kinds of things in there. So that was another one. This one, I think I just like the cover of this one. And I think, yeah, there was a letter in it. I liked the little letter. And it just says something about, a person's picture is they're thanking the author for putting their picture in one of these books, and in this book. So, and I have no idea what picture it would be, but there's some old illustrations in here. And let me see, what's the date on this? 1888. But that guy looks like Frankenstein. So I liked the old cover on this. I mean, I'm gonna be tearing this book apart because it's not worth keeping together and using the fun. And then I found this, which I loved, the illustrations of old clockworks and the gears in here. I don't know. I have this thing about them. I would love to. At one point in my life, I wanted to go into kinetic art, where art actually moves. And I did a little bit of it, but I don't really have the space, to put into it. So I just had this little room here. But isn't that, look at that. Can you see that in a junk journal? I can. Maybe God, I can't think again today. And I got this because, it's just a thing to put my external drive in when I, carry it around, because I needed some protection for this. Now these I got free. These two little books I found outside of a thrift store that closed or wasn't open that day. And it was marked free in this box. And I found, this is the Red Book of Birds of America, and all these gorgeous illustrations of different birds throughout the book. This is in in perfect condition, this book, or nearly perfect condition. And then the blue one, which this book was a little bit beat up, but that was in there as well. The same type of book. This is called The Blue Book of Birds of America. And it has all the birds in there. Oh, and there's a card in there. Is that one of those, is it tea or maybe cigarettes or something? Is this a tea card? Oh, tea and coffee. Red rose and blue ribbon tea. So, oh, I got a little bonus. I didn't even know that was in there. Cool. I'll have to look to see if there's more. All right, bonus. Also in there, this is not old, but it's old illustrations by Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol. It's just got some old illustrations in there that I can use for whatever. And I'm not sure if this is all that old either, if it's a reproduction. It's probably a reproduction. There's no date on it. Printed in Hong Kong. Cinderella. It's a book of Cinderella and has these great illustrations in it. Old-time illustrations. I thought that was really nice. And that was another freebie. These things were free. This was free in the box. Haggard's Upholstery. It's an old piece of paper, which I can't remember what it's called. Oh my God, my forehead. A cookbook from Vermont by Vermont Cooks. And this is, I don't know if there's a date on this. Doesn't matter, I liked it. 1958. And so here's some old recipes, which I thought was cool. That was a free. Now these I got from a thrift store, one of my favorite thrift stores. And I don't know that this is old, but it shows you how to, must have been for a teacher. It has no date on it. It says from the Forsman and Company, Scott Forsman and Company. And it shows the lettering. I guess, you used to put this out on, I don't know if you use this tape, you put it on children's, pieces of paper and they practice their writing on it. I mean, I'm sure it's for practicing writing. But anyways, I thought those were pretty cool. Make great stickers of some sort. Then I got this whole box. This whole box of stuff. Oh, except for these things. Which I'll show you after. And that. And there's my receipt. And here's a business card. But this whole box of stuff, I really didn't know what was in there. I saw these old cards in there, and that's what attracted me to it. Here's the cards. So I liked them, and I started looking through it, and it says, oh, I'm definitely going to I'll just get this whole box. There are tons of envelopes in here. I don't know if they were like, Saisies, self-addressed stamped envelopes, because a lot of these stamps were not, postmarked on these envelopes. So I've got a slew of those in here. There's one. This is handwritten. These are all like Saisies or something. So stamps that were not postmarked. I got all of that. And then tons of envelopes full of stamps. Oh, postcards. Excuse me, there must be dust in here. Let me see. Yeah, envelopes full of old stamps. 2-cent stamps. George Washington. Then there's some of Monroe. Harding. I need some water or something. And there's some Naval Aviation 1961 on here. All different kinds of old stamps. There's tons of them. Tons of them. I didn't even know those were in there. I wasn't really looking for stamps, but here they are. Old postcards from all kinds of people. It's mostly from like the Patriot Building in Concord, New Hampshire. And it's mostly from, actually from like congressmen and senators, all of this stuff. Mr. Chester Wiggin, Office of Senator Bridges. Assorted cancel stamp. Okay, somebody wrote that on there. This, look at this old envelope. It's really thin. It's like a glassine envelope. It's airmail. Honorable H. Styles Bridges. Marseilles to New York. This is just really cool. American Airlines. Office of Senator Bridges again. Granite Monthly Company. I don't know what that is. Watson and White. Governor's Office. So they're all pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, and this. Whole thing of stamps. Can't do that anymore. On an envelope. Whenever I put stamps on like that, they send it back to me. So you can't do that. They think there's like a bomb in it or something. I don't know. Oh, did I say that word? I can't say that word, can I? Yeah. So I'm not going to go through it all, but there's just all kinds of tons of stuff in here. Oh, and this package of postcards. With all kinds of notes written on them. This is all cool stuff. The dates on them. 1935. Yeah. 1937, so they're from the 30s. All right, so I got that. These, I mean, I paid up for these, but I love them. These are old deeds. This certifies that whoever that is the owner of something 150 shares of the capital stock of the Hartford Mining Corporation. $1. So I have 2 of these, which I thought were really cool. I just like the graphics on these old documents. So there's that one, and then there was this one. Certifies, is it the same person? Yeah, the same person is the owner of another, it looks like 550 shares of the capital stock. And that's also $1. I thought those were really cool. I like them. So that, and I think I have one more bag of stuff. This stuff here. I've got a thing for expandable files lately. I've been making them myself. And then I found these. And I thought I could do something with these. These old ones. They, you know, that old cardboardy stuff. I've got a bunch of those from Savers. I don't know how many's in there. About 10 of them. But I'm going to use those for storing stuff. And just some old stencil or letters. And finally, the last thing I got was this. A clipboard. Because what I'm going to do with this clipboard is use it to take with me to the post office with a checklist on here. I've been having so much trouble with the post office around here. I live in Center Barnstead, and I don't go to the Center Barnstead post office any longer because they keep losing my packages or let them sit in their office for up to 10 days, which is truly has happened. So I started going to the next town over, which is Pittsfield, and I've been doing all right there, and I had trust in them, you know, to do their job until just recently. I sold something online. And then the e-commerce people wrote back to me and said that, and they took everything, my whole profit, everything, out of out of that one item that I sold, saying that the package was overweight, and they were charged $17 additional charge for this package. The package was a paper sewing pattern that weighed 2.8 ounces. That's what it weighed. So I went to the post office in Pittsfield, and they researched it for me. Come to find out, what the postal worker had done was take my heavy package and did that one, processed that one first, which was 4.3 or 4.5 pounds, and then left that on the scale and processed the pattern. So the pattern came out as 4.3 pounds. So that's why it said it was overweight. So now I'm fighting with the e-commerce people and the post office to try to get my money back. So I lost the whole deal on that. So I'm pretty upset. So what this is coming into is, when I go to the post office now, I'm going to record everything. I wasn't getting receipts because I just trusted them. Why did I trust them? I don't know, but I did. So now I'm going to make sure I get a receipt. I'm going to make sure I write down who the person was that waited on. So anyways, that's my complaint for today. I'm still upset about it. We haven't really resolved it all yet, but yeah, that's going on with the post office. I talked to UPS about sending through UPS, but they're so expensive. It's really expensive. I mean, for that one sewing pattern, which was with this e-commerce program that I use, or platform that I use, it was $3.49 to send. If I were to send it through UPS, it would have been $9.99. So that's a big difference. That's $5 difference, and I can't do that. Not on a small item like that. I mean, there might be some bigger items that I can send cheaper, but I mostly send smaller items, so that's how that goes. But I'm very happy about my little thrift haul here for junk journaling, and I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you didn't mind my complaining, but I just felt like I had to let that out. I just had to tell somebody about the post office. Just, who knows? Maybe I'll get in trouble for that, but that's what it is. I mean, I've had so much trouble with the post office. It's ridiculous. Okay. Oh, one more thing I thought. This little punch. It's not the greatest little punch, but I didn't have one. You know, it punches the edge of things. Let me see if I can find a piece of paper. Here's something. You won't be able to see it over here. Okay. It just punches a little edge on here. It's, it's cute. Like that. You can see it. Yeah. Just a little edge on there. So I could possibly use that. It was really cheap. I think it was $1.99. It might have been $2.99. But, considering how much they cost inside in the craft stores, that was pretty good. So, I'm done. You can go now. I hope you enjoyed watching me open up my little treasures here, and look in my website store, because I will most likely be selling some of these things. The books, the good books, these here. I am probably going to, not this one, that's all ripped up, it's not worth it. But these two books here I'll probably put for sale. And they're not there now. They will be, so just keep looking. Some of these paper things, and maybe even some of these, because I don't think I can use them all. I might as well share them with you. So I'll probably have some of these on there, little packages of them or whatever. I haven't decided yet. So just keep looking in my store to see what I've got there to offer you. In the meantime, have fun creating, and I will see you again sometime. Bye.